Let's talk about Africa's economic heavyweights, the nations that set the pace for the continent and shape its future. When you think of powerhouses in Africa, two names always rise to the top: South Africa and Nigeria. Their rivalry is more than just a contest of numbers. It's a battle of ambition, vision, and influence. For years, South Africa was the undisputed leader, boasting modern infrastructure, world-class companies, and a highly diversified economy. Its cities gleam with skyscrapers, and its industries, from mining to finance, have long set the standard for the continent. But Nigeria, with its massive, rapidly growing population and boundless energy, has emerged as a serious contender. Its cities pulse with life, and its people are driving a wave of innovation and entrepreneurship that's impossible to ignore. Now it's a real rivalry. Two giants, two different models, both vying for the top spot. Each brings unique strengths and faces distinct challenges, making the competition even more fascinating. Nigeria brings oil wealth, a creative spirit, and a booming youth culture that's reshaping music, tech, and business across Africa. Its influence is felt far beyond its borders, from entertainment to digital innovation. South Africa counters with financial sophistication, advanced infrastructure, and industrial strength. Its stock exchange is among the largest in the world, and its manufacturing and mining sectors remain continental leaders. This isn't just about GDP or statistics, it's about influence, leadership, and setting the pace for Africa's next chapter. The choices these countries make ripple across the continent. The leading economy shapes trade, investment, and policy across Africa, impacting millions of lives and determining the direction of future growth. As these two nations compete, they represent different visions for African success, one driven by youthful dynamism and resource wealth, the other by established industries and financial expertise. So, who's really winning? To answer that, we need to dig deeper, exploring what makes each economy tick and how their choices today will shape Africa's tomorrow. Let's break down their strengths, weaknesses, and what's truly at stake in this high-stakes economic showdown for Africa's crown. Let's size up the contenders and see what makes each of these African giants unique. When you look at the numbers, you start to understand why Nigeria and South Africa are so often compared, and why their rivalry is so fascinating. Nigeria is home to over 230 million people, making it not just Africa's most populous country, but one of the largest in the world. That's a massive market, a huge workforce, and a young, energetic population that's shaping the country's future. Its GDP stands at around $480 billion. While oil is still the backbone of the economy, there's a surge in tech startups, a booming film industry known as Nollywood, and a growing financial sector. Nigeria's economy is diversifying and fast. South Africa, on the other hand, has a population of about 61 million. That's much smaller, but its GDP is close to $400 billion. Impressive for its size and a sign of its economic sophistication. What sets South Africa apart is its balanced economy. Mining, finance, manufacturing, and tourism all play major roles. The country is known for its world-class financial markets and a strong industrial base. Think of Nigeria as the sprinter, fast, unpredictable, and powered by its oil wealth and sheer population size. It's a country of rapid change and big ambitions, where opportunities can appear overnight. South Africa is more like the marathon runner, steady, structured, and deeply connected to global markets. Its institutions are established, and its economy is built for the long haul. Nigeria's huge domestic market is a powerful engine for growth, but it also brings volatility and challenges. From infrastructure gaps to economic swings, South Africa's mature financial system and modern infrastructure attract investors who value stability and long-term returns. It's a magnet for global business. Nigeria's story is about explosive potential and the promise of transformation. South Africa's is about resilience, complexity, and adapting to change. Both countries are powerful in their own right, but their strengths are very different. Each brings something unique to the African stage. The numbers give us a snapshot, but they're just the beginning. The real story lies in how each country uses its strengths to shape its future. Let's dive deeper. Nigeria's power starts with its resources: oil, natural gas, and minerals. Oil has fueled government budgets and global influence, but there's more beneath the surface. The real engine? Its people. A young, ambitious population driving consumption and innovation. Lagos is a megacity pulsing with business and culture. Nigeria's tech scene, Yabakan Valley, has produced billion-dollar startups like Paystack and Flutterwave. This digital boom is creating jobs and solving African problems with homegrown solutions. The Nigerian diaspora is another asset, sending billions home and connecting Nigeria to the world. Remittances support families and businesses, while global networks bring skills and ideas. Nigeria's scale and energy are unmatched in Africa, but can it turn potential into lasting prosperity? South Africa's strength lies in its world-class infrastructure, modern highways, bustling ports, and state-of-the-art airports. This backbone supports a robust and diverse manufacturing sector, from cars to chemicals and beyond. Unlike many African economies, South Africa adds value to its resources, creating stable, high-paying jobs for its people. Its financial sector is the continent's most advanced. The Johannesburg Stock Exchange is a global player. Strong banks and leading insurance firms make Johannesburg Africa's financial hub. Tourism is another pillar, drawing millions to its natural wonders and supporting jobs nationwide. South Africa's diversified economy is built for resilience and long-term growth. It's a gateway for global investment and a model of industrial maturity. But even this economic powerhouse faces serious challenges ahead. Both giants face big obstacles. Nigeria's Achilles heel is its dependence on oil. When prices drop, the economy suffers. Diversification is slow, and corruption remains a major drag, scaring off investors and stifling growth. Weak governance makes it hard for honest businesses to thrive. South Africa's biggest challenge? Unemployment, especially among youth, fueling inequality and unrest. The legacy of apartheid lingers, deepening social divides. An energy crisis, frequent blackouts from Eskom, cripples industry and daily life. Reliable power is essential for growth, and until it's fixed, South Africa's potential is limited. Both countries must overcome these hurdles to claim true leadership. The race is as much about fixing weaknesses as playing to strengths. Let's dive into the numbers and see how these two African giants stack up against each other. Nigeria's GDP is the largest on the continent, but it supports a population nearly 4 times that of South Africa. That means the wealth is spread much thinner across its people, making economic growth a bigger challenge. When we look at GDP per capita, South Africa comes out on top, about $6,500 per person, compared to Nigeria's $2,100. This gap highlights the difference in average income and purchasing power between the two nations. For the average South African, this translates to a higher standard of living, with better access to modern amenities, consumer goods, and services. Nigeria's challenge is clear: how to turn its massive population and abundant resources into prosperity that reaches everyone, not just a select few. When it comes to exports, Nigeria relies heavily on oil, which accounts for over 90% of its foreign earnings. This dependence makes the economy vulnerable to global oil price swings and market shocks. South Africa, on the other hand, has built a more balanced export portfolio: gold, cars, machinery, and wine. This diversity helps cushion the economy against downturns in any single sector. By not putting all its eggs in one basket, South Africa is better protected from the ups and downs of global commodity markets. On the Human Development Index, South Africa leads the way, offering better healthcare, higher quality education, and longer life expectancy for its citizens. So, while Nigeria has the advantage of scale and a booming population, South Africa boasts higher average development and quality of life. The numbers reveal a classic trade-off: sheer size versus quality and resilience. Each country's strengths are matched by real vulnerabilities, shaping their unique paths forward. So, who comes out on top? The answer depends on what you value most: potential and scale, or stability and quality of life. So who will wear Africa's economic crown? Nigeria's future depends on harnessing its population and tech boom. If it can fight corruption and diversify, its potential is huge. A stable, well-governed Nigeria could be an unstoppable force. South Africa's path is about fixing unemployment and energy, building on its industrial and financial strengths. Its leadership would be about quality, not just size. Maybe the real answer isn't one winner. Imagine both nations leading together. Nigeria as the engine of growth and culture, South Africa as the industrial and financial anchor. Each could learn from the other. Nigeria needs more structure, South Africa could use more entrepreneurial energy. The real race is about overcoming weaknesses. Who do you think will lead Africa's economic future?